Hi everyone, many things happened in football around this week. In this video, we'll have a short roundup of what's happened and what is going to happen this week. First one, we'll go with the shocking but quite understandable news. Steve Bruce has been sacked by West Bromwich Albion. Steve Bruce has been sacked following a run of just one win from their 13 matches in the championship so far this season. And now, West Brom is in the relegation zone with 11 points. West Brom say the process to search for a successor is now underway and an appointment will be confirmed in due course. From the championship, we're now moving on to Ligue 1. Kylian Mbappe is not happy with the current situation at PSG. Mbappe said that he wants to leave PSG as soon as possible if things don't change, as reported by French and Spanish media. However, Paris Saint-Germain have no intention to let Mbappe leave in January, and they feel like he's just putting pressure on the club. So what do you think about Kylian Mbappe's situation? Should he leave PSG? If so, then where should he go? After talking about the news, let's move on to some big matches last week. The first one is Borussia Dortmund, who faced Bayern Munich in their home with a 2-2 draw result. Borussia Dortmund's Anthony Modeste headed in a 95th minute equalizer to complete a sensational 2-goal comeback and snatch a draw against their rival Bayern Munich. Modeste rescued a point for his team and stopped Bayern from going to the top. Bayern now sit on the third position with the same points as Dortmund that sit below them. One more big match that's happened in Premier League is Arsenal versus Liverpool. Arsenal beat Liverpool with a score of 3-2, and the game decider was the controversial penalty given to Arsenal, which was taken by Saka in the 76th minute. Now, Arsenal moved back to the top of the Premier League table, 1 point clear of Manchester City and 14 points clear of Liverpool. However, there was a flashpoint as tempers boiled over following the decision to give Arsenal a penalty, with players from both sides becoming involved. Referee Michael Oliver went over to speak to Arteta and club following the incident. After that, an FA spokesperson said that they were aware of an incident that took place during the match and they were in dialogue with the match officials and would review the details of the incident. Meanwhile, Liverpool's decline has caught many by surprise. They have only won 2 games so far this season, which is their worst start to a campaign for 10 years, with only 10 points in 8 games and now sit on the 10th position of the Premier League table. So what's wrong with Liverpool? Well, what will be of more concern to Liverpool is that they will face Manchester City this Sunday. Liverpool will have to welcome Manchester City at Anfield for a hugely anticipated clash between the two Premier League giants this Sunday. It is a must-win game for Liverpool as they start very poorly this season to at least save their season. On the other hand, the Citizens are unbeaten in all competition this season, and also of course Erling Haaland has been in relentless form. They are currently second behind Arsenal in the Premier League, so they also need their win to keep up with the Gunners on top of the table. Will we see a spectacular match as we expected? We'll see this Sunday. At last but not least, we'll have a match from the biggest rivalries in football history, which is El Clasico. Barcelona will have to face Real Madrid in Santiago Bernabeu this Sunday, and they both now have the same points in the table. This makes the match much more interesting besides the rivalries of the teams, because they both surely have the eager to win, for the pride and for the points. But unfortunately, Barcelona still have a long list of injured players that are set to miss the big game, which are Ronald Araujo, Jules Koundé, Bellerin, Christensen and Memphis Depay. Real Madrid on the other hand, despite the face injury Rudiger suffered, he has not yet been ruled out of facing Barcelona. But the fear still remains that Rudiger will have to sit this one out and watch on either from the stands or from home. So what will happen in Santiago Bernabeu this Sunday? Will the heat boil as usual? The most important thing is we can't miss the El Clasico this Sunday. So that's all about football in this week. If you want to keep up with the latest football news, stay tuned for the next week video.